face a lot of consequences, but that being said, the first match goes underway. This BO3 series between Team Griffin and True Gravity, out of which one team will lose their one lifeline in this India Open, then they will move down to the lower brackets, but the other one will move forward in the winner brackets itself.
One thing for sure that I'm kind of going to be enjoying on the side of Griffin is going to be the evolutions coming through. Where on True Gravity sense it's only one, Melon, that is going to be playing on it. So we'll see he's going in for the early goals coming through. But he might get even KO'd because the Leafeon is evolved. He needs to run away, uses the XP and makes the run rather than giving the first KO. So on both the ends we see the early goals with Bull. Even though he has the attack rate, he's not gotten his first stack through. So that's something that he has to look forward to. But Merriam, he gets his stack and he's now back.
He has done, he's just trying to level up himself as fast as possible. Basically, but you just can see like 3 to 4 players from the side of, at least 3 players be in the top lane, and definitely basically like Medium specifically will be needing a lot of help, and that's why we see the Venusaur coming into the play, be on the top lane, trying to help him, and that might just bring him a lot of value. At this very start, Griffin looking for successful stacks themselves, while the Altarian Swablues will be going in favor of True Gravity with that beautiful solar beam from the side of Venusaur. But instantly they want to make a back out. Umbreon also completing his stack in the bottom lane. Just make sure that he levels up faster as in a comparison to Medium. He's trying to make a stop to it, but the goals are just coming all the way. Fusion also is quite aware that if he gets the solar beam active for himself, he can find a lot of value, and that's why he's doing it. Just supporting his supporters, specifically the Clippill, trying him, like letting him to go with the scores and stack up as fast as possible. But for Medium, he's not getting a lot of chances, but that points coming up from the side of Leafeon will create a lot of hindrances for the side of True Gravity. But that being said, Melon, we see him on the bottom lane being all alone, but there's a lot of mid stack coming. There's a lot of contention in the legendary pair as of now, but that gives a lot of room for Umbreon to go with those small scores and instantly, slowly and gradually boosting his XP with that Snarl. He's also trying to put a lot of damage, but I really wanted that this Imperion as well as this Venusaur combination in the I would say composition in the lineup can create a lot of problems for the side of Team Griffin if they're not able to counter. But as it seems the early game, there is a big level difference working out for Team Griffin, as the Leafeon has already evolved to level 8, while the new and Glacier will also create a lot of problems. The Solar Beam comes into the play, and still all those Swablues and Altaria are going into favor of True Gravity. Will a little bit of impact, I would say, at this point. But in terms of score, yes, Team Griffin, they are a bit forward, but in the span of 6 more seconds, both the Regis in the top and bottom lane will be spawning, while Team Griffin is looking much more forward to get this Regi steal in their favor, while Umbreon might just hop in the right moment. The Snarl will be stunning the Leafeon at this point, but Clippill trying to handle the pressure, comes up with a Unite, comes to Unite goal in the distance, trying to avoid those approach from the side of True Gravity. But at this point, being said, those points coming under the way, but Inteleon will be the one to secure the Regi steal in their favor. The approach from Griffin has been denied by those Unites getting committed by Glacier as well. 2 Unites from Leafeon and Glacier both being in the vein, but Venusaur at last commits a Unite and instantly forces Griffin to back out from this position, while Blaziken, he's single-handedly melting the Regilican now.
Right now it is a little bit of a small lead that Griffin has. They have to still capitalize. You spoke about Blaziken getting control of things, but he was only able to score a 20, not a big 40 dunk coming in. That means that there have not been a lot of instances to get AO synergy, but Merriam, okay, the overheat, was it a misclick? I think so, but thankfully there was nobody to make a hit on him. He'll be able to survive and run. The Blaze Kick right as of now, along with his teammates, he's moved up towards the top path, gearing up for a team fight coming through. Merriam is a little bit stuck right now. Icy Wind hits, and then comes in the liquidation to help over there. Therefore, Merriam survives and backs off.
Instantly we can see the pressure the Team Griffin are trying to put on. They had lost 2 of their crucial objectives at the very start when they had a approach, but instantly you can see stack being done, the Unite committed by the side of Leafeon, but the gold zone will be destroyed by the side of Team Griffin. Instantly the Unite being committed by Inteleon should find a little bit of value, but still there's a fallback. New comes up with the Mystical Mirage trying to push out True Gravity from their area, but it seems they want to go for a complete stack push, and that might actually work out. A lot of solar beams being committed by Leafeon. still trying to push all the players of True Gravity in the back end.
But True Gravity is not backing off. Nice control of things coming through, especially making sure that Merriam has his healing ongoing. Worked out really well. True Gravity will have all their players surviving. They finally broke the tier 1 on the top path, just like theirs was broken earlier. 92 to 143, True Gravity have taken away the lead. And look at this, Vulcan slowly moving in, going in for a score, but gets stopped. And Vulcan playing on a Blissey. We were talking about it, right? Vulcan has been that ranked Zacian spammer, but here as of now, he's playing for the team. This is where the versatility comes through. A quick jump from Melon coming through. Nice snarl. He doesn't have the mean look, therefore he couldn't find a catch on that Glaceon. Glaceon will survive, will back off. Also had to commit its Unite to run away back to the home base goal. I'm sorry, tier 1 of the bottom path to get the blue shield, but it looks to be there, wants to be a steal, but a big solar beam, the steal happens, it doesn't work. The solar beam was a true super early, and therefore seems like there can be some chaos happening. Vixion from the backline, she is trying to help, but Melon goes down, and it's time for True Gravity to retreat.
Instantly the dodge from that solar blade helped Blaziken to survive at this pace, but instantly those solar beams are affecting Mew. All the time he is just going for the solar beam or trying to damage the opponents. True Gravity are able to dodge it every other time, but Blaziken instantly he backs out and went to the top lane. Glaceon and Leafon are still there, with a tier 1 goal zone in the bottom lane has still not been destroyed and not been damaged, like not been scored a lot. So they want to Team Griffin more as much as possible, but they also have to make sure, because if you talk about tier 1 goal zone in the bottom lane, Gravity is still not touched, completely untouched, and right now it seems the complete stack push will be coming up from the side of Team Griffin. They want to go in, and they want to go with a heavy score while a lot of unites being committed.
Melon going down is the cause of trouble here for Gravity, and Griffin taking advantage of it, and Noah playing brilliantly on that slow bro, acting that brilliant. Tank and Ghoul immediately jumps in 2-step, and then a solar boing coming through gets a KO, and Griffin back on the lead at 192. Regieleki on top has also spawned. Now they can go for the top Regieleki. Tier 1 of bottom has been destroyed for True Gravity. They cannot take it lightly. Quickly talking about level, it is going to be the advantage on Snowy, who is on level 13. Mew comes to level 12 as we speak, as goes for even the Leafeon. And then again tries to start things off. The Snarl to try and get a hold of Mikey, but Mikey is quicker on that follow me, as well as Moonlight coming through. Merriam and Melon unable to do anything. Now it's going to be a 3-man push coming through. Therefore True Gravity have to play it a tad bit slower. Zishal is ready to help out his teammates, but he knows he's an Inteleon. He cannot push in from the front line. Griffin, they've already started melting the Regieleki, and before Melon could even hit a Snarl, it gets a confirmation on that ice event. Somehow Merriam manages to close things out by taking the Glaceon down, but the other players back off, and Regieleki easily walking its path on the top path, making True Gravity's goal zone vulnerable.
At this point, True Gravity, they will be focusing on melting the Rayquaza, keeping all of their players alive in this final stretch, and instantly you can see how fast they're trying to melt it down. Well, Griffin, I really don't think they will be assuming this one, but a lot of solar beam coming underway, but Griffin, they're finally able to secure this Rayquaza in their favor, but it seems True Gravity, they're breaking the shields. That's the only approach that they can do, but it's a complete team KO coming up from the side of Team Griffin, as they are all running down to go with the scores, and that 2 KO streak coming up from the side of Leafeon as well as Mew has walked out so brilliantly in the final stretch.
There's nothing that Gravity can do right now, especially because goals have been dunked from the side of Griffin. They can try and break those shields, but as of now, sitting at a 500 to a 143 lead, this game seems to be done. This battle is over. It is going to be Griffin winning it out. There is still time on the clock, 1 minute, but recovering so much Eos energy, like individually if you talk about it, every Pokemon that Gravity have, they need to have 50 Eos energy, and you can see Griffin, they're not even letting them get wild Pokemon and also wild Eos energy, if I would want to say it like that are lying around the ground. They're taking everything. Finally, there seems to be a bottom path push coming through, but you can see Ghoul maintaining his distance, pushing in from the back lines. Merriam is low. Leaf Blade does not connect, but his intentions on the Solar Boink was on the Venusaur. Then comes in the 2-step, finds Merriam along with the help of the Mew, and the Blissey also goes. It's all down to Melon, and he also gets wiped by the Mew. A 2 KO streak, and the entire team has been wiped. True Gravity have nothing, as a big 44 Snowy will done, get it to 88, and everybody else pushing to the home base goal zone to increase the difference, and Team Griffin will confirm this victory in this game number 1 of match 1.
They started off with a good level difference before the objectives came in, and then after the first objectives is completely secured by True Gravity, they were able to match up to the levels. But after that, Team Griffin's counter attack and also the good approach of securing those objectives right from the hands of True Gravity helped them a lot. I mean, you just managed to steal, or I would say secure, in front of the opposition team, and after that catch up to your own level difference that you were able to start off with was literally huge. We're talking about the entire stats. We just see a complete team contribution, I would say, coming up from the side of Team Griffin. The second match of this BO3 series, as Team True Gravity will be taking on Team Griffin for the second time in this BO3 series. They are fighting for their own survival in the upper brackets, but for Team Griffin, if they win this one, they will be instantly moving forward in the upper brackets itself. But that being said, that's the main question. A lot of speedsters coming into play after a lot of time. I mean, we do see Leafeon, and probably that's what we saw in the past 2 days, most probably. But yeah, seeing a Dodrio, seeing a Zoroark coming into the play. Also, I'm looking forward to see how they will be playing, but the stacks will be crucial. Blaziken, he needs to just do it a little bit much more faster, because in the previous match, it was close to Leafeon, but Leafeon could, he was able to found a lot of value in a comparison to Blaziken.
Early stacks coming in from True Gravity's end of things. Griffin still not have gotten a single goal. They've been just taking away the wild Pokemon so far. Sobble has been put in the Electro Web. Will not give up a KO, but Melon in the meantime has still not evolved to the Umbreon. He's not getting the AOS, and as you can see, he's sitting at 0. Zishal has been somehow grabbing the wild Pokemon and its experience, so they're 4 at 9. But Snowy hiding in the tall grasses, jumps in. Can he find the KO? He misses his opportunity, gets stunned, and the Dodrio helps. And now Snowy immediately has to run back to heal, and thankfully his teammates were also nearby, so they were able to counter the other moves and act as a wall, and therefore Snowy safely retreats back to mid path. In the meantime, Vulcan, he wanted to intervene. He has moved in Solar Point from Illusion, as he also intervened that mid path. None of the interventions worked, but it looks like Vulcan is still sticking through with the Hoopa on the mid path towards the Griffin's end.
Oh, again medium. Got a good point from their end, but instantly Team Griffin, they have a good approach in the tier 1 goals that might just shatter at this moment. There will be a lot of scores while Zoroark is trying to pull up some good values. He needs to escape, but Dodrio doesn't let him get away with that. And that's a KO coming from his side, and probably Nova also. He has dealt a lot of damage, trying to just go out with the serve, but the hyperspace is being activated at the right time. It will give the chance for Dodrio to go back and again patch himself up and come back to the battlefield to take the fight once again. And the bottom lane control, it's almost in the hands of Team Gravity, but in terms of score, Team Griffin have made it tough.
Illusion trying to run away. Zoroark tried to help, did get a KO on the Combuskin, but Dodrio ended up picking up a KO on the Leafeon. But looks like Snowy doesn't want to stop. A big damage coming through on Vulcan, but the blue shield on the goal zone helps. He survives. Dodrio is back. Vixen, can he find? He's trying with a try attack, but Snowy dodges that, and now Snowy is moving in again, gets one big KO, and Vulcan is down. But Vixion, his try attack is countdown to a cooldown, therefore Snowy can act in again, try to swoop in, but the wild Pokemon takes up the damage rather than the Dodrio, therefore Dodrio survives. Snowy is still trying to function with a feint attack, finds again on the Combuskin. He's not stopping, Blissey is helping him, Mikey consistently healing him. Again the X coming through, but Snowy, he now has to worry because the other players have all ganged up at the top path, and Snowy finally goes down along with his healer as well. And finally Team Gravity will be able to truly put things down to a rest.
A good comeback, I would say, coming up from their end, and there's a big score coming. 6 more scores to destroy the tier 1, and they want to go for the overdone. They will have an overdone of 28 scores on the top, and that being said, the tier 1 goal zone of the top lane has been completely taken down, and now they will be waiting for to melt down this Regieleki at the first, because it might be a big opening for the side of Team True Gravity once again. But Team Griffin, how are they going to make a fallback? Snowy have already invaded the jungles of Team True Gravity. While it seems the Unite being committed by Leon will not find a lot of value, because the trio finds a key on him, while Leafeon with those beautiful solar blade trying to do a lot of damage, while Slowbreeze handling the front end. Umbreon will not be able to escape this time. Zoroark also pops in, and Dodrio, he finally trying to break through it. He's trying his level best, but he cannot survive in front of all those people. But still, it's a KO coming up from their end. Pikachu also comes in this Unite, but Team Griffin, they're fighting it way too hard, and going off with a lot of chaos in their name.
Again, Snowy swoops back again for a fight, finds the KO as well. Looking forward to his team moving in the right direction of goal zones and dunkings and destroying tier 1s. And they get an overdunk of a 40, and Griffin back on track with a lead of 198. Extra goals of 67. Again trying to move in, Melon at the right time with the snarl, jumps in, finds the KO along with the snatch of that Regieleki, and Griffin were unable to do anything. Now they have to defend their tier 2 on the top. In the meantime, Noah will have to waste some time because there's also the force coming in of a push towards the bottom path. Melon in the meantime trying to kind of have a chance to push that Regieleki, their 6th member for the team as of now. Dodrio quickly getting a lot more stacks as you can see, but Snowy makes sure that he punishes him. There's already rings unbound out, and Noah goes down at the bottom path, and now we have to see if there's a chance that True Gravity will be able to actually destroy. Yes, they destroy as they get control of the bottom path and take away the lead from Griffin to 221, and immediately jump to the Registeel, which will provide them an attack boost. And there's no contest coming in from Griffin. True Gravity here are avenging their loss on that first game.
They want to rectify their mistakes this time, and look at the kind of approach or the time that they are buying for themselves. Instantly, by the distraction of Regieleki, they got the control in the bottom lane as well. But Hoopa is still fighting it out. Team Griffin, they're trying to defend their tier 2 goal zones as no matter what it takes. But Leafeon is just the only one on the top lane as is what we see. But Zoroark, he's not able to function the way we expected from his side.
Again going in for a score at the bottom. 10 gets scored, Zishal unable to stop it, and behind that 14 also gets scored. Snowy misses his feint attack, and now Mikey in trouble. Even Snowy also as they gang upon him with 3 players. Somehow he's trying to run away, makes use of the Unite, but it fails utterly, and now things have gone down to the drain. In the meantime, Leafeon pushes up for a big 50 score, but they're chasing a lot more of their players. A lot more Pokemons get fainted. Illusion gets stopped, but his goal does not.
Oh, he commits a Unite again once more time, but it's now 8 more seconds for the Regieleki to come into the play. But Leafeon, the way he just survives, it was really something that I did not expect, even after the hyperspace hole coming into the play. Yes, there were a lot of resets coming up from the side of True Gravity. They had a little bit of lead for some time, but Team Griffin, they again managed to get the control in their favor. They're waiting for one good opportunity. Still 1 more minute to go for the Rayquaza to come in and make into the final stretch. But now both teams have to contest for all the objectives. Even Leafeon as well as Zoroark, they want to just get this Regieleki no matter what. While we will be seeing that Umbreon might just be able to steal, but no, it doesn't work this time, as this Regieleki will be going in the favor of Team Griffin, as they will be moving down for the bottom Reggie itself, because if they get it, it might
30 seconds on the clock. If they get the Reggie on the bottom, it's going to be an advantage. Not sure who's going to get. Merriam is ready in the tall grasses. He's going to try and swoop in for his steal. In the meantime, Noah finds him, comes in from the back lines, clears him off the tall grasses. Noah trying to get the last hits, making sure, along with his teammate Inteleon, Liquidation as well as Solar Boink ready. And Merriam's overheat does not connect. With a focus blast, immediately retreats. But that Reggie advantage, also the experience, all in favor of Griffin. But in the meantime, look at the goal scoring speedy machine of that Dodrio has pushed True Gravity's advantage to 309 compared to the 272 of Griffin. It's time for the final fight here. Can they secure the Rayquaza? Griffin, if they do it, they'll close the series on a clean sweep. Otherwise, it's going to be True Gravity pushing it to the third one. Snowy sneakily made his way towards the tall grasses. He's hiding right as of now, and he's given his trust toward his teammates, telling them you have to be the top and anchors and tanks. Vixion, in the meantime, the scoring machine, scores another. And in the meantime, there's also a 60 score coming in, and this is the advantage that Griffin takes. They decide that their teammates are separated. If we separate the other surviving players, we can take them all down. Melon gets united with a slow beam coming through to counter things off. Dodrio comes in from the back lines, but it only ended up being a 1 KO. Now they have to find counters. 3 players is still surviving. Make it another KO as Dodrio finds Snowy. Make it a double one as he finds the Blissey. Illusion trying to survive, but the Dodrio is not going to let him. Noah finally comes in to help Illusion here. Vulcan is also going to be there. A quick phantom move coming through, but unfortunately Illusion's teleport retreat did not work back to base. Now Noah is just trying to buy time for his teammate as he goes back to her full heal. In the meantime, True Gravity, because of the goals that they were able to dunk, they're at 407, and Griffin badly need this Rayquaza in this final stretch.
A lot of Unites will be committed at this point. Team Griffin, they are very much desperate for this Rayquaza to come in their favor, but a lot of chaos coming from the side of Team True Gravity as well. The Leafeon and Zoro, both of the speeches have been taken down. Interior goes down as well, but the Upa, he gets it. The Rayquaza comes in the favor of Team True Gravity, and that being said, they will be going for some more scores. At least a score of 300 will be coming up from the side of True Gravity, and that marks an equalizer in the series by the side of Team True Gravity.
I think this game all ended up becoming an advantage because of Pikachu's Unite. If that Pikachu's Unite did not come into play at the time when Griffin had jumped on them, also had found the chaos, I think True Gravity would have given away this victory to Griffin. Griffin were almost about to get themselves a team KO against True Gravity. A nice battle, and Team True Gravity will be the ones who will be winning this round as of now in the best of 3. So we'll be jumping into the decider between these two. But a great game coming in from Zishal towards the end, and especially Vixion as well as Miriam chiming in at the right time as he saw that Melon and Vulcan were forced to a KO. They both swoop in, and I think Vixion also not coming his Unite super early, right? Once he had done the damage with his try attack, then uses his Unite, and that's where he found the KO, making it a 2 KO streak, even taking down the Blissey. And once the healer was out, once the ranged attacker was out, and especially the main damage dealing problem Snowy was taken down, Gravity knew it was their game.
That kind of comfortable picks might actually make the play for both the teams, but now the question arises, they will be going for the usual jungling as we see the Blaziken going into the mid path, and the Chandelier being allowed from the side of Team Griffin to go in the mid path and level himself up as fast as possible. I'm really excited to see in the top lane contest where we will be seeing a Mew as well as Mew coming up from the side of maybe an edgy slash in their end from the top lane, but from the side of Griffin there will be a Blissey as well as Umbreon.
As you can see, mid path, because there's no stacking coming through, Blaziken is going in for a level up, going into Combuskin. Vulcan in the meantime, snatching away the Citrus Berry, will be able to survive. Melon also not stacking, he's just looking forward to white Pokemon as of now, hasn't gotten anything. He's helping his Sobble evolve into Rizili, and then looking forward to the Inteleon. Miriam, he's also out on the top path. Solar Boink secures the bunny for him. Zishal in the meantime making sure that Melon doesn't get KO'd, try to invade and intervene the fight, but it's still the eyes set on Melon to try and take him down. As of now, confused is the bunny, doesn't start moving ahead, but the last final hit to secure more Aeos energy also helps Melon evolve. Fight starts, Duo Blade is here, and Duo Blade takes away most of the Aeos energy. And now it looks to be a center fight coming through for the Altaria and Swablu very soon. In the meantime, a stack happens because of which Vulcan is able to evolve and will be finally from Chansey to a Blissey.
Trying to go for those early scores. Team Griffin from the very start, they are just taking up the lead while they have the opportunity. While Team True Gravity, they try to push on the top lane, but it seems that Nova hops in, try to stop Melon from getting some more scores, but they're not allowing Team True Gravity to have any of those wild Pokemons. But Nova has also got a support from Ghoul as he comes into the play. The bunnies will be in the contention in the top lane as well, but Illusion, they're just trying to defend the tier 1 gold zone at this point. But a big point coming up, dodges the Solar Beam as well, but at this point just being forced to back off from that position.
Only one stack, that is on Melon, and you can see continuously, constantly, that he's been going in for the stack. I'm pretty sure he's done a 6 stack on the Aeos Kiki, so nothing much to be worried for him from here on. Or if he's not done, I'm pretty sure at least 4 Melon has done. Noah in the meantime making sure he checks the tall grasses, doesn't get faltered to one of those cheeky plays. Tried to go for a snatch doesn't happen. It's going to be Zishal securing the NDD for himself. It's time in the next 20 seconds we're going to be seeing the Reggie, but before that a quick battle for the Salterian Swablu. A nice foul play hit coming through from Melon, but unable to push the players. Then there's going to be the guard coming through, because of which Melon cannot continue his attacks. Slowbro as well as Aegislash both return back to the bottom path, tier 1.
2 more seconds for the Regis to spawn, and instantly you can see that early contention coming up from the side of Team True Gravity. They're desperate for this Regiliki, while this big Solar Boing might just cause a lot of trouble, but no, it doesn't. But Leafeon,
steal!
He gets the steal. He definitely manages to get the steal, but instantly being KO'd by Blaziken. They will find the scores itself, but the Regiliki will be pushed towards the tier 1 gold zone, while it seems that the business is still not done. Blissey was there, but the scores will not be denied. The scores will be coming up from the side of True Gravity as Griffin, he comes back into the battlefield.
106 to 82. Still a 20-point difference. Nothing much for Griffin to be worried about. But quickly talk about Unites as well. There are two Unites on the ready for the go for True Gravity. Same goes for Griffin. It seems to be very soon a team fight that is going to happen from either end. Noah checking tall grasses, and right behind him both Cliffable as well as AG Slash moving in for the bottom path. Melon. There's only one person standing on the bottom path. As they clear tall grasses, he quickly checks it up. He also gets to level 8 and his Unite also strikes. Miriam in the meantime was going in for a 30 score, but immediately the Blaziken was out and therefore he couldn't do much. He still has the Emerald 2-step. Can he make use of it? His Solar Boing misses and the other players are also started moving in, and now he's forced to back off.
A lot of the majority of the players of Team True Gravity, they are focusing on the top lane as they've already destroyed one of the towers, the tier 1 gold zone, but instantly the Blissey being completely on the target. Was there a Unite commitment coming up from his end, but instantly the Unite coming up from Umbreon will do a lot of damage. The Chandelier finds Blaziken, that's for sure, and he gets a 2k for himself and that position as well, but the Solar Beam will be forcing the players of Team Griffin to make a fallback, but that will give an opportunity for Miriam to go with the 30 score on the top gold zone, the tier 1 gold zone for the side of Team True Gravity, but still a lot of time left for the Regiliki to spawn up. Chandelier will be also utilizing on the top, but instantly as it seems the Team True Gravity, they want to break through the tier 1 gold zone in the bottom lane.
Miriam and Vixion, I thought they'll stick into the fight and try to take down the Aegis Slash, but they did a little bit wrong, that thinking that maybe there can be reinforcements, but they've all moved to the bottom path because of the Regi. This time True Gravity want to strike on the Regi at the bottom. It's going to be a steal which will help them boost their attack. Melon is ready with his Snarl. His jump timing is going to be super crucial. He uses his Snarl a little bit too early, therefore last hit secure is not going to be there from him. Blissey tried with the Egg Bomb, that also doesn't work, and making sure True Gravity get the attack advantage. They're moving in for a bottom path team fight. Spy Vision has been activated. Z-Shawl with all crit hits coming through wants to define the KO, but a slow beam coming through on Melon does not work. They still end up taking down the slow bro. In the meantime, Aegis Slash alone takes the Regiliki on top, but Griffin strongly stand on the bottom path and control things in their favor.
Both of the objectives being compromised for Team Griffin can be a little bit troubling, but instantly they're just there trying to stop their Regiliki from hitting and making the gold zone vulnerable at this point. But that being said, the AG Slash also does find a lot of kills because the tier 1 gold zone looks really congested at this point in the bottom lane. They want to try and they just want to break it, and a lot of scores coming in. Chandelier with his overheat trying to get a lot of damage done, but instantly will be completely shut it down by Mew at this point. A double KO streak coming up from Illusion, and instantly Intellion trying to find a lot of value, but the bottom lane control is completely under the hands of Team True Gravity at this point.
Oh, Miriam might have been stuck. Thankfully, there was no stunning moves. He immediately makes a jump with the Leaf Blade and he survives, get back to his mid path. In the meantime, it is True Gravity who have taken a lead. They were gearing up for a bottom path 40 over dung, which did not happen because the counters from Griffin came through. This time again, they are still reinforcing themselves for the bottom path push. As you can see, 3 players who are ready on the go. It's all about timing when they make the move, but Miriam, he's stuck all alone. Before he got reinforcement, the KO comes through, the Pokemon is sent back to base, and True Gravity with discipline, they decide to retreat rather than continuing the fight. In the meantime, Vulcan wants to keep that score ongoing, tried to go for an overdunk, but it's going to be only off a 28. In the meantime, a 23 score comes through. With that, the overdunk also being missed from True Gravity, but still True Gravity have the lead for themselves.
Level 13 Blaziken is creating a lot of problem alongside the Edgy Slash being on level 12. The level difference is still a little bit of playing that one of the little bit of factors for the side of Team True Gravity, but again the Regis has been spawned, and it seems the Team True Gravity, they're waiting for the right moment to strike in, while Griffin, they will be going all out to get this objective in their favor, because this might just give them a little bit of advantage in the final stretch fight with Umbreon. He's there, he has to make a difference, but no, it doesn't happen. Mew, he comes up with the steal and gets the Regis in their favor as Team True Gravity. Now this can create a lot of problem for the side of Team Griffin.
Nice play coming through here from Vixion, especially to save his teammate with that Imprison. But I think he even used his Unite over there, which kind of was just activated, not used. And right as now you can see Unite's not there going to be for Griffin, and immediately Gravity tried to take advantage of this. Spy Vision is active, but comes in with the Aegis Slash with the Unite, but it fails and his teammates are not there for backup. 3 people gang up on him, find the first KO on True Gravity, and True Gravity immediately decide to peel off from the fight. Overheat ready, Surf coming through, Overheat and Surf. Does it find the actual double damage? Yes, it does. And Melon with a last boosted attack coming in from the Mew gets that KO, and that's going to be a counter of a trade-off KO coming through. Both the players from one each have been KO'd. Snowy, that's a bold move. He wanted to score for a 90 and ends up giving away his life. Made a big mistake, and that's a KO I'm pretty sure True Gravity will not be happy of.
Oh, Medium, he is being ganged up at this point. 2 to 3 players there are stacking on him and instantly finds the KO that they were looking forward to. There is still a bit of difference in the scores, and if Team Griffin wants to make a difference, they need to go up with at least a sneaky score approach. And we see Umbreon, he's going for this. He's trying to, build this opportunity up for himself, but the top tier 2 goal zone has been completely opened up, and it seems that Team True Gravity, they're going forward, but they might be getting stopped at this point because Stanley was there, but Umbreon still continues with the scores as Team True Gravity. They will be very much desperate to get this Rayquaza.
Super crucial fight here. Gravity have started things off because of the 2 KO they've gotten on Griffin, but Griffin's players are ready. Merriam is looking forward to a steal. Moonlight Trance was used from Melon again, but can they find the last hit? Chandelier goes down. They've already made sure that Merriam does not come close. The last hit is ready. He goes in with a Solar Boing and Merriam steals it. And now True Gravity are left wondering how did that just happen, but they still have to find a way to counter a score. 100 gets done. Illusion trying to break that shield, but in the meantime 2 players from True Gravity also run up to the top path, going in for a score. It looks like Snowy might just be able to do it, but another jump pad usage coming through and denying that, then coming in with a 2-step, and True Gravity unfortunately will go down, and Griffin will secure the victory in this battle for the upper bracket final slot. And what a comeback from Griffin. They were almost looking like they'd lost all control of things because True Gravity had started the Rayquaza fight, but one mistake that they let Merriam run around rather than stopping him in his track. They stopped everybody else, and Merriam, what a play at the end with the Solar Boink, especially to find the steal.